Hey everybody, you caught me in the middle of a pack out. I'm getting packed up for a really cool road trip. I'm gonna go to Central Oregon, do some freestyling in the National Forest, BLM, and then Saturday going to the 2024 Overland Expo in Redmond, Oregon. And as you can see, I've got the Cricut opened up, doing the pack out on that, checking all my systems, checking all the gear, make sure everything's right. There sits the Jolly Roger. And I'm going through all the gear, getting everything ready. This is gonna be a really cool trip. So you'll wanna stick around. Well, we are on the road. We're running through eastern Oregon on Highway 26 going into Mitchell. It's just an absolutely beautiful day. It's about 70 degrees, no wind. It's a real pretty day. This Highway 26 going through Oregon is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to share some shots with you. So it's a great day to be on the road. We're on our way to the meetup point. We're meeting my son that lives in Oregon. We're meeting at a place called Bandit Springs on Highway 26, just outside of Mitchell, Oregon. And man, I'm enjoying every bit of this ride. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a great road. I'm going to do this one again soon. Well, we finally made it to our destination. This will be our camp for the next 3 days. And boy, it was epic drive getting in here, and beautiful campsite. It's about 68 degrees, slight breeze, and we've got our camp set up, and we're still putting the finishing touches on it. And we're going to start getting supper ready here pretty quick. Well, it's early morning here at camp. We're at about 4,000 foot elevation. It got down to about 40 degrees last night. It was beautiful. You could hear the wind in the trees. So everybody at camp is waking up right now and getting their morning coffee. Today is going to be a free day. We're just going to relax. I'm going to finish up a couple of previous episodes I'm working on. And then tomorrow will be the Expo. I'm going to scan around here and kind of give you an idea of where we're at and what the terrain is. This is an epic camping site, and this will be permanently marked on my list of favorites. It's a big open meadow next to some trees, and there's a creek out in the meadow, and it's just a fantastic site. So yeah, we're just going to relax, get some breakfast going. We were camped on the edge of a big meadow with a stream rolling through. We had the entire area to ourselves. It was nice and quiet. Big meadow with a creek running through it. We did have some neighbors come by and check us out. A herd of deer came through our camp, and they got a little curious and wanted to visit for a while. On Saturday, we headed to the Overland Expo being held in Redmond, Oregon. And the Expo is always a great time for the family, to see all of the new outdoor equipment, see demonstrations, talk to the distributors, find out what's new in equipment, what new developments have been made, and visit with all the vendors. Everybody has a great time. It's a fun time at the Overland Expo. And we always have to stop in and visit with our good friends at GTF Overland.
Hey, this is Kurt from GTF Overland. We're one of the, I'm not gonna say biggest, but mediocrest overland distributors in this adventure travel world. We sell brands like Omnia, a Swedish stovetop oven company. We do Sunflare solar panels. We do Iwatani, which is a really cool Japanese stove brand. And we do Darchi, an Australian tent and awning manufacturer. They do all sorts of fun stuff. But at GTF Overland, we also sell a bunch of other gear that you can, peruse our offerings online. We do things like Dometic and Frontrunner and things like that. But more than anything, we're probably the most personable distributor or retailer of overland equipment in the industry. The name is GTFO for short, which make up your own meaning of that, but we all know what it actually means. But it allows us to have a little bit of fun and some latitude with language. So when you call us, you're gonna get a real person that actually can joke around with, have some fun, talk to you about your rig or your needs or your wants or desires of your setup. So just going to encourage you to stop by gtfoverland.com and see what we're all about.
The Overland Expo always has classes that you can sign up for winching or field first aid, or you need to check it out. It's very educational as well. On Sunday, it's time to break camp and head back home. It always seems that the drive back home is always quiet, as our individual thoughts keep thinking about the campfire and the smiling faces of our friends and loved ones, laughter in the night air. These are the memories that we cling to. Time spent on camping trips and in the woods with friends and family are precious. All right, we are back home now. We've been quite busy since the trip. The expo was a lot better this year, and it had to do with the temperature. It was very pleasant, mild, 70 degrees, slightly overcast. It was we had a blast. Picked up a lot of good bargains because anytime you go to the expo for expo prices, there's a lot of specials. And don't think, even though it's called the Overland Expo, don't think it's just for people who drive Jeeps and people who go four-wheeling. No, it's for everybody. If you're a casual, a occasional camper, go out on the weekends with the family car and the kids, they have something for you. They have something for everybody. There was a lot of equipment there that applies to everybody. So don't think just because it's called the Overland Expo that it's just for the people who go overlanding and hard off-roading. I do want to say on the trip, and to remind you weekend warriors, that the roads going into Oregon, Highway 26, fantastic road as you saw, and the Forest Service roads we found in the Ochoco National Forest, extremely well maintained. You could drive a car back in there. So there's no reason for you not to do a little bit of freestyling in a family car. You can get in there to some beautiful campsites throughout the Ochoco National Forest. Stay on the graded Forest Service roads, and there's a lot of campsites just off that road that you can sit and have a great weekend and no neighbors. The only neighbors that we had, as you saw, were the deer. There was a big herd of deer that came through. It was a lot of fun. So get out there, get camping, and I want to say that if you're looking for some gear, go to GTF Overland. We saw our good friends there. We go to them first every single time. If we're looking for new gear or for replacement gear, and sometimes we just go see what's new. We always go to GTF Overland first. They don't sponsor the channel. They don't pay me to say that. But I have shopped with everybody online to piece and find all the good stuff that I want. And GTF Overland is always my first stop. They have stuff for everybody, for backpackers, for car campers, for the Jeep community and the overlanding. So go to GTF Overland first. I'll put their website down here. It's a bunch of great people, simple, down-to-earth folks, and you can talk to them. You call them, a live person answers, and they talk to you, and they sincerely do care about what you're trying to find, and they are compassionate to find it for you at a great price. So GTF Overland, go there first. And the expo, if you've got an expo coming into your town, go to Overland Expo as a search and see all the different cities that they're going to be in. I highly recommend, even if you're a casual camper, you will have a blast, I guarantee it. Go for the day and see everything that you possibly can. Sometimes there's so many people there and vendors that you have to go 2 days just to see everything. It's amazing. So we had a fantastic trip. For all of you that live close to that Ochoco area, man, you've got a little treasure right there. So get out there, go camping. You can do it in your family car on those Forest Service roads that we saw. You saw the footage. It was simple to get in and out of there. We did do some four-wheeling. Other than that, it's just fantastic. You've got a real gem there. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and thanks for watching as always.